Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. So if you follow me on social media, y'all already know why I'm here. Today I'm gonna be doing a little story time, talking about how I accidentally went viral on Facebook earlier this week. Whew, y'all, let me tell you. First off, it has been a week. You hear me? It's been crazy. So just to give you guys a little bit of background about myself for the people who don't know me, because I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of viewers watching this today. My name is Jasmine Gist. I go by Jasmine Shanae on YouTube. I am in the Air Force. I've been in for 10.5 years now. I'm currently stationed at Joint Base Charleston. I've been here about 3 years now. My job is security forces, but right now I work as an executive assistant at the Mission Support Group. And for my civilian friends that aren't really military affiliated, an executive assistant is pretty much like a secretary. So I'm like a secretary to one of the higher ups on base. And let me tell you that they only choose the best of the best to sit in that position. So that should tell you about like my character, my professionalism, all of that, right? So let's start with the Air Force Instruction 362903, which is our dress and appearance instruction for all my civilian folks, right? So for years, like our Air Force instruction regarding dress and appearance has never been inclusive to minorities, right? As far as we couldn't have dreadlocks, natural hair was deemed unprofessional. We couldn't really wear other colors besides the hair color that we were naturally born with. If we wore braids, it had to be in a super small bun. But over the past year or so, I believe the last update was in September of last year. Now, you know, we can wear dreads. Dreads are authorized. We can wear other hair colors, no matter what your natural hair color is. We can wear braids with a bigger bun and just different stuff. So starting out, so I decided back in December that I was gonna come into the new year with blonde hair. I was super terrified about it. I was like, you know what, like this is big, because I'm not a person that normally wears like different hair colors. I normally just stick to black, or I may get highlights every once in a while. So I was like, I'm gonna try some color, right? So I got it done. I reported back into work after the new year on the 11th because I was sick the whole week prior to that. And yeah, I was terrified. I had even contemplated changing my hair the weekend prior to me reporting back to work, because I just really didn't want to get the negative backlash. Because I knew, I was just like, I don't know how people are going to accept this, because my 10.5 years being in the military, I've never seen somebody of my complexion wear blonde hair in uniform. Even though, I mean, they just changed the rate to where we could do it back in September, but even since September, I haven't seen anybody in my complexion rock blonde hair. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. All my friends were just like, ooh, girl, I'm scared for you. Like, ooh, you sure you wanna do that? Kind of like on the fence about it, but I was like, I gotta do this for y'all. For everybody that's scared to do it, like, I gotta do it for y'all. Because why be scared when it states in the instructions that we can wear blonde hair, right? So that Monday morning, well, it was this past Monday morning, right? I walk into work, everybody's like, oh, good morning, welcome back. First thing I hear, oh, your hair turned white. What? Yeah, I didn't really know how to respond. I was just like, hi, yeah. My group commander, she was just like, oh, she has blonde hair. He's like, yeah. And then that was kind of that. I started doing my work. The group commander, she ended up calling me in her office like 20 minutes later. She handed me a piece of cardstock with the Air Force instruction written out as far as the new hair regulation updates. She was like, you need to keep this on you because people are going to question it. You are in regs, but some people are going to have something to say, and if people have something to say, send them my way. So she gave me that, and she gave my supervisor one as well. So later that day, I have a coworker that works down the hall from me. He walked in and he was like, oh, that's different. It's gonna take some use to getting used, or it's gonna take some time to get used to that. And I was like, it probably won't be around for long. I didn't know how to respond to it. When someone tells you that something is different or something is interesting, that is not a compliment. And people that are not like a minority, when they say that, it's not a compliment. It makes us feel almost excited, because if Jill walked in with her blonde hair, you're not gonna say, oh, that's different, that's interesting. You're gonna say, oh, I like that. Or you're not just gonna say anything at all, right? So so the rest of the day, like, people question me about my hair. I tell them about the reg, and I didn't really like receive any like negative backlash, right? So Tuesday, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna cut my hair, because the reg states that it cannot touch below the bottom edge of the collar. And I was like right there, and I was like, you know what, I'm already gonna draw a lot of attention with this hair, so I need to make sure that my hair is like definitely like pretty short, right? So Tuesday I got a haircut, and I was like, you know what, Wednesday morning I'm gonna take a picture, and I want to send out a positive message to women of color, because this is bold of me to be black and to wear this color hair. Like, yes, I'm in regs, but people are scared. Like, even though we can do it, people are still scared. And I want to like let people know that your level of professionalism cannot be judged based off how you decide to wear your hair, right? So yeah, Wednesday morning I decided to take a picture and post it on my social media. So I'm gonna read you what I posted along with the picture, and I'll post the picture as well. It says, "Dear women of color, stop letting people question your level of professionalism based off how you choose to wear your hair. Rock your afro, 2-strand twist, dreads, wear the blonde wig, the red wig, the gray wig. One thing about it, you can question my hair, but you can never question my work ethic. I'm doing this one for my brown sisters that wear the same uniform as me. Stop being scared to express yourself. Keep it neat, keep it classy, keep it professional. Tech Sergeant Giz." So when I addressed women of color, I was not just talking about black women. I was talking about all minority women, because it's not just black women that have had this issue. And I wasn't just talking about military women either. Like, no matter what you do, don't let your level of professionalism be based off how you decide to wear your hair, right? So I posted that, and then I didn't think anything of it after that. I had a very busy day on Wednesday, so I was just, trying to take care of some stuff, right? So lunchtime rolls around, and that's when I can really look at my phone. And I see that I'm getting hundreds and hundreds of shares. I'm getting hundreds of messages, hundreds of comments. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, at that time, I was getting a lot of positive feedback, right? People telling me that I'm an inspiration, people asking me to be their mentor, people saying that you're bold, you're courageous, just for posting a picture of me in my uniform with this hair. Like, it was getting a lot of positive attention. And honestly, that was my goal, was to reach people and let them know, like, if I can do it, you can do it, right? So I had no clue it was gonna blow up the way it did. I'm chilling on lunch, I'm talking to my cousin, which is my best friend. I was like, hey, did you see my post on Facebook? And she's like, no, what are you talking about? I was like, go check it out. I was like, it's getting a lot of attention. So by the time she checked it out, I had 400 something shares. Me and her, we could continue to converse or whatnot. A couple minutes later, she's like, oh my God, it's up to 600. And by the minute, it was just going up, 700, 800. By the time I returned back to my office from lunch, it was well over 1,000. I was like, okay, well, I'm sure it's gonna, tone down in a little bit. So by this time, I had somebody message me on Instagram. They said, oh my God, the security forces meme page posted you. And I was like, oh God. Because let me tell y'all civilian folks something. Security forces meme page, or any type of security forces page, usually it's a troll page. It's not anything positive. People are gonna troll you in the comments. But because she DM'd me on Instagram, I was like, okay, maybe she's talking about Instagram, so I wasn't too worried about it, right? So by that time, I looked at my post and it's at like 5,000 shares. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to tell my my leadership, because if this gets posted on the Airman NCO, Senior NCO page, which is another military like troll page, it's not a good thing to be on that page because they're gonna troll you. I was like, if I get put on that page, people are gonna call, and I don't want anybody to be blindsided, right? So it just so happened that we were all sitting in the front office talking and whatnot, and I told them, I was like, hey, a picture I posted this morning on Facebook is going viral. I haven't made it on the Airman NCO Senior NCO page, but I just wanted to let y'all know, just in case it does, right? So they want to know what I posted. I showed them the picture, they read the message to go along with it, and they said there is nothing wrong with what you said, you're fine, right? So by this time, one of my friends DM'd me on Facebook, and it was the link of my picture on the Airman NCO Senior NCO page, the troll page. And I was like, oh my God, like, here we go. Like, it starts now. Because like I said, it's a troll page, right? So somebody took a screenshot of my post and sent it to them. The post, it had like my name blacked out and stuff, but they never blacked out my name and like any of the certificates that were in the picture. So it's just like, what was the point of that? But I started reading through some of the comments, and all the comments I seen, you know, originally were really positive. So I was just like, okay, like, this isn't too bad, this isn't too bad. So like I said, I had a busy day at work, so I really didn't have time to really tune into it like that. So I got off work, went to the gym, got home, and that's when I was really able to like dig into the comments. And y'all, first off, let me tell you, before I even get to the comments that were on the troll pages, the comments that were under my original post, like, so like I mentioned, I am Air Force. The Air Force and the Army, we wear the same uniform. So a lot of people assumed that I was Army. I mean, as if it wasn't obvious enough that I was Air Force because of, you know, it says it on my uniform, people just was like, oh, she's Army. So the Army, their dress and appearance rules are way more strict than Air Force, and so they're going in on me. They're just like, oh my God, the nails, the lashes, the hair, da 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 da. You can't do that, you're wrong. Get her. Y'all, they're going in on me, right? Almost to the point where I felt like I was just getting jumped, and I wasn't letting up. Like, I was just like, dang, like, okay. My friends though, my co-workers, my family, they were all like fighting back, like, no, like, she's Air Force, she's good, like, whatever. So that was like my first like negative stuff that I had seen, just Army people and like old retirees not knowing the updated reg, right? So as I mentioned, I did get a lot of positive feedback and a lot of positive messages and comments, and I do want to just read a few of one of the ones that I took screenshots of. So there was a lady, she said, imagine screenshotting someone's post to send to a page for people to scrutinize it, but nothing can be scrutinized because this tech sergeant is 100% in regs, from her hair color to the color style she mentions, and makes a valid point that professionalism is about character and not appearance. Anyways, could never be me with the lame S y'all pull. We love to see it, tech sergeant. So there was a man that said, I see this young woman putting in work. That's what I'm seeing. Air Force Achievement Medal, Air Force Commendation Medal, Promotion Stripe, maybe Airman of the Quarter, and a few thank you. We appreciate it, serving with you plaques. Now, in what crazy non-reality world would someone be living and to not think that this is all fabulous? I'm not crazy about the hair color, but I'm original 3510 like that. Stop hating, uplift, teach, encourage, otherwise get out the way. It was another guy, now mind you, this is a white man who said this. He said, hell yeah, good for her. About time someone took a leap of faith and addressed the hair rig that is clearly written for white people hair. People forget sometimes a leader blazes a new trail, not staring from an aisle, fine print a bunch of old white people dudes decided on. Hopefully a red comes from this. Admire your strength, ma'am. And then I received tons of messages of just people telling me how inspired they felt. Like, y'all have no clue how that made me feel. Young Emerson, I look up to you. You're courageous, you're bold. Thank you for leading the way. Just based off a post I made on Facebook that made me feel so good, y'all. But with all that positivity, like I mentioned, there was some negative stuff. But besides the Army guys and the retirees, like, there were some pretty nasty comments, right? And I just want to share with y'all, like, some of the stuff that I read. Somebody said, y'all need to stop wearing them European styles and rock your natural hair. If a white girl weren't Afro, you'd be mad. Someone says, she looks like a circus clown. As a black man, these queens are idiots. They buy, steal, murder for fake hair, then call us sellouts for dating white women. Now, he said he was a black man. Black man? Who birthed you? A black woman, right? So you're saying those things about your black mama as well? Okay. So, somebody called me a S-bag. People call me stupid. People call me dumb for being sexfo, and only sexfo would be saying dumb stuff like this or look like that. And what else? What is it? Oh, I got a lot of black people can't wear blonde hair, or cultural appropriation, or is that in regs? That's not in regs. Oh, look at her nails. Oh, let's discredit her awards. Those are the awards you have. Like, people went in on me, right? All because I tried to post a positive message. How in the world are y'all so upset about a blonde wig? There is no way that people were that outraged by a blonde wig. People made sexual comments stating, oh, she looks like a sex doll or a sex mannequin. Like, what? As if people in the military or outside the military not getting sexually assaulted and sexually harassed every single day. Like, how is that a joke? You have people reacting laughing faces to those comments. How is that a joking matter? Someone went as far as to say is, you gotta look good to give blowjobs behind the hush house. That was one of the comments that really sent me, because what? How do you take something so positive and turn it negative and turn it sexual? How? Why? Are you that mad about my blonde wig? Are you really that upset about my blonde wig to where you have to make it sexual? Come on, y'all. Like, that was ridiculous. And I'm gonna read one more, because this last one is the one that really took the cake for me. Like, after this, I knew that there was really an issue and that my blonde hair wasn't really the issue. Somebody said, another pseudo warrior likes to be there when the first bullet cracks over her head. The next one blows the brains all over her face from the one next to her. Y'all. This man says, like to be there when the first bullet cracks over my head. You can't tell me that you're so outraged by a woman wearing a blonde wig. Like, the blonde wig is not the issue. It cannot be the issue. What's the issue? Is it the person that's actually wearing the blonde wig? Is it cause I'm black? And I hate to pull that, but you're that outraged about a blonde wig that you want to see me dead? These people that's making these negative comments, some of them are currently serving. A lot of them have served previously and have retired. Like, how? How? Like, we're all supposed to be a family. My brother, my sister, we wear the same uniform. Like, how is it that you hate me so much based off the color of my skin? We all signed the same dotted line to protect and to serve. But here I am, I have to serve beside people who don't even like me based off the color of my skin. They judge me by how I look, not by my character, not by my heart, not by my work ethic, but based off how I look, and that is not cool. We have a problem. We have a problem. We just sat down some months ago to discuss racism in the military. People were like, I haven't really seen it. No, because you're the problem. You're the problem. I can't. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I am not the only one that has faced racism in the military. This isn't my first encounter with racism in the military. I'm pretty sure you talk to other black airmen, they will tell you, like, yes, I've experienced racism in the military. Like, yes, like I said, I received a lot of positive from this, but people dragged me in those comments. And it wasn't cool. But y'all better be glad that I'm a strong-minded individual, because if I was a weak-minded individual, it'd be a whole nother story. And I'm not mad at anybody for any of the negative comments, because the good always outweighs the bad when it comes to me. So I'm happy about that. I am. So what I want to end this with is a imagination scenario. Now I must say, like, no, I'm not suicidal or any of that. I'm perfectly fine. I am in good strength. Like, I'm happy. But I do want y'all to imagine this scenario that I'm about to give y'all, right? So imagine you have an airman who's having suicidal ideations, right? They've been struggling, but they wake up one day and they're like, you know what, I feel good. I feel really good. Like, my makeup turned out really good. My hair looks good. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna post it on social media, and I'm gonna try to uplift someone in some type of way, right? So they do it, right? They start getting a whole bunch of positive feedback. People saying they feel inspired. Thank you for your service. All these positive messages and comments, and this person is really starting to feel good about themselves. This same person that was having suicidal ideations, that one day they feel good. They feel so good, right? So you have somebody who screenshots their post and they send it to one of these military trolling pages, right? And we know what they do on the trolling pages. They troll, they're mean, they're cruel. So this airman finds out that their picture got posted on that page, and they start reading through the comments. These comments, they're calling them stupid. They're calling them dumb. They're calling them ugly, or who is he, who is she to be just thinking she's all that or he's all that in uniform. Like, how dare they be proud to be in uniform, and just really being mean, right? Say that one of those comments was the comment that pushed that airman over the rail. They was just like, you know what, this is the last straw. I'm good. People really are mean. People really are cruel. I was already having issues, but this just lets me know that no one really cares about me. They don't care. Like, I could die tomorrow and these people would not care, right? So imagine your comment being the comment that sent that person over the edge. That person goes home that night and they decide to take their life. That next day, that trolling page posts that airman's picture saying rest in peace. How would you feel? How would you feel knowing that it was possibly your comment that sent that airman over the edge? And I gave y'all that scenario to say this, like, it's okay to be kind. It's okay to uplift each other. It's okay to encourage one another. Like, there is no need to degrade the next person. Like, if you don't have anything nice to say, it's always okay to not say anything at all. And I'm gonna end this with a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King. It says, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." And it's true, and I refuse to remain silent. And if I have to take the backlash again for something that's right, or to speak up for someone who doesn't have the voice to speak up for themselves, I'll take the backlash every single time. No questions asked. So I hope you guys really got something out of my story time today. If you enjoyed this video, please thumbs up, leave a comment. Please, please, please share. People need to see this video. I feel like it will really encourage them. It really will. So That's it, y'all. Until next time.